Don't throw hammers, it's dangerous. Hey everybody, this is Coby coming back at you with another fun, very random video. A couple weeks ago I posted a video about having ADHD and I explained some of the symptoms and how they affected my life. Most of the symptoms that I did touch on were things that had impacted me with depression and just not being able to live my life the way that I wanted to, and things that made us realize that I needed to get on some medication and get through some therapy and just try to do more research to understand why I am the way that I am. But one thing I didn't focus on, which is kind of related to something I did, is hyperfixation. In the ADHD video, I talked to you about hyperfocus, where you get totally immersed into one thing for hours at a time on a certain day or a certain week. But a hyperfixation is like an obsession. It's like something you're just obsessed with for a long time. And so this is going to be the first of a new series where each video I touch on and kind of just info dump about a hyperfixation that I have had or am having in my life. The first time I ever remember having any hyperfixation at all, because it lasted from when I was about 5 years old to when I was about 13 years old, is dinosaurs. Okay, I've mentioned this before. I've mentioned how I love fossils and rocks and dinosaurs, but you don't know, okay? You don't realize how much I actually mean obsessed. As soon as I learned what a dinosaur were, I was like, those are freaking cool, yo. It was like we were watching Land Before Time, and I was 5 years old, and I was like, I love dinosaurs. I love them so freaking much. And then, when I was around 5 or 6, I found out what a paleontologist was, and I was like, that's it. That's what I'm going to be for life. That's what I'm going to be forever. I'm going to dig up bones, I'm going to find dinosaurs, and I'm going to know everything there is to know about all dinosaurs. And so from basically half of my life so far, I've been obsessed with dinosaurs. Every single birthday, what's on my birthday list my parents get? Dinosaur stuff. Colored pencils. Like, I put other stuff there too, but always dinosaur stuff. Dinosaur books. Those freaking things where you dig up the bones out of clay. Dinosaur models, clay, so I could build my own tiny dinosaurs. This is a Stegosaurus. I made this out of clay when I was like 11 years old. I made, like, literally everything. Every birthday I'd get dinosaur things. Anything had the word dinosaur on it, I'd be like, guys, I need this. I need dinosaur stuff. I have a dinosaur sticker book. I haven't used all the stickers yet. I'm saving them for important things. I got a dinosaur calendar for 2015. I still have it because it has so many cool, it has dinosaur facts and dinosaur pictures. Like, I'm eventually going to just hang up the pictures as posters in my room, but that's another story. I got all the dinosaur books my parents could find. These aren't all of them. Some of them have gotten lost over time as we have moved houses and stuff, but literally anything that I saw dinosaur, paleo, I was into it. And then when we moved here to Utah and my dad was like, maybe my kids need something else than Schoolhouse Rock and old Disney films, he got us Netflix. Netflix, when we got it, was amazing. It had Discovery Channel, which, if you are, like, following, has a lot of documentaries, which are a lot of dinosaur documentaries. Every time I got to choose a movie, dinosaur documentary, mummified dinosaur, dinosaurs unearthed, the freaking one where they build the robot dinosaur. Like, my siblings stopped letting me pick the movie unless I was sick, because they didn't want to watch any more dinosaur movies. That's how intense this was. I was like, guys, we're watching dinosaur movies, get ready. Like, when I was sick, that's all I'd watch, because I was sick and I got to pick. On Sundays, when we couldn't watch anything but documentaries, I'd be like, guys, let's watch a documentary. And, like, obviously there was other documentaries they made us watch, but, like, the entire family got, like, sucked into my hyperfixation for a long time. And, like, I got this freaking paleontologist vest when I was a kid. I still have it. It was gigantic on me when I got it. I got it when I was, like, tiny. Now it's too small for me, but, like, I wore this a lot. I would just wear it around, like, yeah, guys, I'm a paleontologist. I'd carry this tiny little hammer and chisel thing around and be like, guys, I'm gonna find some dinosaurs in our backyard. I never did, but I'd find a rock with, like, a cool design on it. I'm like, guys, fossils, you guys. And the thing with this hyperfixation is, it didn't end at dinosaurs and paleontology. When the library ran out of dinosaur books and Netflix ran out of dinosaur documentaries, I moved on to archaeology, mummies, pyramids, rocks, anything that was remotely related to digging up bones and finding giant lizards. Which, actually, I've learned recently, they all had feathers, which means T-Rex was like a gigantic chicken, which in itself is terrifying. We have chickens, they're evil things. But that's a completely different topic. What I'm saying is, like, hyperfixations just swallow your life whole. Like, until I was 13, I fully believed, like, I'm going to go to college, which I didn't understand would be super expensive to become a paleontologist. I'm going to go to the Gobi Desert, and I'm going to dig up some bones. School was the worst. You don't learn anything about dinosaurs in school. You learn how fossils are made, you learn they exist, that's it. We do a two-week unit on paleontology and ancient life, and I was living for it, and then it was over. And 4th grade me was upset that I couldn't specifically take a dinosaur class. Middle school me was upset there wasn't a paleontology elective. I'm still upset there wasn't a paleontology elective in high school, but they didn't have one, so I took geology instead, which in itself was very fun because, like I said, rocks are basically dinosaurs nowadays. I'm basically over this hyperfixation, which wasn't really a choice. You see, Netflix just got rid of all the documentaries that had to do with dinosaurs, except for maybe 2, and so I just ran out of ways to learn more about it, and like started getting into other things like different book series, different TV shows, and it's really kind of sad because, like, I would still ask, like, until I was like 15 years old, like years after I stopped being able to get new information about dinosaurs, I would still ask to get dinosaur stuff. I would still ask for dinosaur books. I would still be like, yeah, I'm being a paleontologist. But, like, inside I was like, what if I wanted to not live in a desert my entire life? Basically, if Netflix had kept Discovery Channel, this would probably just be a channel about dinosaurs. Which I'm sure, like, no one would care. Everyone loves the dinosaurs. I love dinosaurs. Disclaimer, I'll always love dinosaurs. They're just not, they've released me to have my own life instead of just controlling my every whim and every desire. And that's probably a good thing, because if I was where I am right now and all I ever wanted to do was learn about dinosaurs, I'm pretty sure we'd have a couple problems. But yeah, that was the first of my hyperfixation series. If you like this video, go ahead and like it, subscribe, or comment below. If you have any questions that I could answer for you, go ahead and ask them in the comments. And if you have any relatable stories, or if you know any cool facts about dinosaurs you want to tell me, tell them to me in the comments, because I love learning about dinosaurs. I think I made that very clear. So yeah, and that's about everything for today. I got my last video up here, and subscribe by clicking right over here. And that's about everything. So yeah, hasta la pasta. I'll see you next time.